you guys, I've been meaning to make this video for you all since the last time I made a live video, but I just been so busy with everything that I got going on. But I had a few clients call me today saying, hey, I got my refund, and they like, what should I do? And I'm like, you know what, let me make a full video, because I was like, do this, do that, think about this, think about that. And I just wanted to make this video so that if you get your tax refund, what you should do if you want to bring yourself forward or move yourself forward, and get yourself ahead in terms of your credit. Because I remember when my credit was bad, long time ago, my credit was bad, and I used my tax refund the wrong way. Like, I didn't understand it. I used it the wrong way, and I had to learn how to use it the right way. But let me tell you guys what you guys can do. First of all, let me tell y'all that y'all blessed that y'all can even get one to be able to do this. Let me just throw that out there. But just make sure you think of these different things and go in the order that I'm going in, and I'm gonna tell you how to think about it, okay? And I'll tell you like certain things that I went through too, so that you guys can think about it like that. Okay, first of all, I see a lot of people right now with like credit cards that's past due, maybe just 60 days, 30 days. It's still past due, and it's hurting their credit. And if you guys have any past due bills, like major bills, some people may be behind on their rent. Like if you got major bills, like in terms of your living, you really should be thinking about that above your credit, honestly. So get that taken care of. Next, I want you to think about bringing your credit cards current. You don't have to think about right now paying them off. Just bring them current. Ask them, hey, how much do I need to pay to bring them current? Some people, they want to say, oh, I'm just gonna pay off this credit card, pay out that credit card. It's so much stuff you got to do. Like, please don't just think, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and just bring everything, pay off all your credit cards. Don't think like that. Just right now, just bring them current. So first, pay all your major bills. If you're behind like on your rent, your energy bill, whatever is major right now, do that. And then bring whatever credit card you have right now current, because you want them to start reporting you as current. Because right now, if you have late payments, those late payments is every month just knocking down your credit score. I talked to a client the other day, and she was like, I know I haven't been doing everything I need to do with you all, but I need to figure out why my credit score keep going down. And I'm like, you got late payments. Like, y'all, late payments to me, it's worse than filing for bankruptcy. Like in terms of a hit on your credit, it's worse than filing for bankruptcy. It's worse than have a collection. It's basically telling them that you just can't pay your bills right now. And who wants to give you a credit card or extend you any credit if you can't pay your bills? Just think about it like that. So just bring all of your credit cards current. Call them, ask what's the minimum you have to pay. You could probably log into your account and see what's the minimum you have to pay to bring it back current. And pay, I was going to say pay in order, but a lot of people get a big refund. So just pay whatever credit card you got to pay. And keep this in mind too, y'all. Some people is not going to want to do this list. This ain't for y'all. This ain't for y'all. This is for the people that's serious, that's tired of being behind. Y'all go out of town. Y'all do all the nice stuff every tax season. Y'all get y'all a new car with a new car note that you technically can't afford. This is for those people, like how to use it wisely. So bring your credit cards current, whichever credit cards you have, and just pay your regular minimum payment on your credit cards. Now, next, I want you to think about it like this. This is what's going to get you ahead of the game. Even if you don't have all your credit cards current, make sure you have at least 4 credit cards. So if your credit score is really bad, you don't have 4 credit cards, I want you to get at least 4 credit cards. Even if you got to get like secure credit cards, that's fine. Just do something. Like, make sure you have at least 4 credit cards. That's going to be very major. A lot of people don't understand that. How you going to technically build your credit if you don't have credit cards reporting? Credit cards is basically, think about it like this. Credit cards is just companies saying that you're doing good. That, oh yeah, she got some money from me, she paying me back, we good over here. That's all that is. And if you don't have them vouching for you, and all you got is your collections and charge-offs, which we're gonna get to later on, then you're messing up. So that's what I would rather you get honestly, and you know, I don't care what nobody think about my opinion, honestly. I would rather you get some more credit cards than to think about paying off your credit cards in full. That's why I haven't talked about that yet. To me, that's not that important. That's not go You pay it off, you good for right now. But getting you more credit cards that's gonna report for you, make sure you never late on those, that's setting you up for your future. Think about it like that. Now, I think it's your 4 credit cards. You technically can do this list in a day, too. Like, if you want to sit down, just do this list, get it on out the way, especially for those people that's like me that could procrastinate. I used to procrastinate a lot. Now, I'm like, if I think about it, I got to do it right now. Just get it on out the way. And if y'all have any questions, go ahead and drop those questions. I'll answer those questions after my list. I got 4 more things I really want to talk about. So after you have at least 4 credit cards, if you got to get secure, get secure. You can get Capital One. You can get Navy. Yeah, Capital One, Navy, get Discover. Those are going to graduate to unsecured credit cards, which is good. That means they're going to later on give you your money back. It's an investment for your future. Like, it's like you saving money too. You putting up money for the future. So I like that. So make sure you guys have at least 4 credit cards. Now, before you think about paying off anything, try to repair your credit. Like, I literally have free dispute letters. I show you a lot of results of clients getting stuff deleted. Like, every Saturday I literally record a live showing you a credit report, showing you how you can do this stuff for free. Please go ahead and start repairing your credit, like getting those negative accounts deleted. You got the free dispute letter, Rickita.com. Go ahead and use that free dispute letter and use it to your advantage. It's free. Okay, just start seeing what accounts you can get removed from your credit report. So you already started, you start the dispute letters. You're going to get that for free. My website, Rickita.com, is right there at the top. Next, I want you to put some money to the side for emergencies, because next we talking about paying off debt and all this. First, make sure you straight, because some people, after tax time, once that money gone, they back in a situation that they can't even pay for. So try to put some money to the side. Just, I don't care what it is. I don't care if you do like the Dave Ramsey, make sure you got that $1,000 put to the side. That's important, especially if you got kids. I always hear, like, well, I was just watching. No, I don't want to talk about that. The case where the lady said she puts money to the side. Her dad taught her that you gotta always have some money to the side. The judge in Georgia, but that's real. Like, no matter what, put some money to the side. Like, even like I said, if it's $1,000, just save that money, put it to the side for your emergencies. Now, after that, I want you to think about paying off your credit cards. Now, to me, it's important in which order you pay off your credit cards. It's definitely an importance. Like, right now, I told you guys, like, oh, I got approved for a credit card, 0% APR. I got a few of them that's gonna be due pretty soon. It's technically like $6,000 or $7,000. That's not gonna be nothing for me to be able to pay off, but it's not an urgency. It's not urgent for me to pay them right now. And some people hear that and it's like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. But the question is, how much credit cards do you have, like, altogether? That's really the biggest thing. And how much money do you have coming in to be able to pay these things off? So when it comes down to paying credit cards, I want you to pay your credit cards, first of all, that give you rewards. Pay that one first. That give you rewards, because a lot of your credit cards probably got high interest rates. It don't even matter. So one that's going to give you rewards, one that's possible, that could possibly give you an increase to your credit score. So let me name a few of my credit cards that I usually use on a regular. I use my American Express because taking trips. So I'm gonna record a video pretty soon about how I got a flight for $11 round trip. So I would pay off my American Express first. I would pay off my Navy. I'll pay off my Discover. My Amazon, I wouldn't technically pay that. My Apple. These are credit cards right now. Personally, for me, I don't pay any interest on my credit cards because I pay my statement balance by the due date. But if I had them maxed out and I had to pay them off because I'm behind, those are the ones I would pay first. Because let me tell you why I chose those. all those credit cards give me rewards. All of those credit cards I can use anywhere. So if I ever need money, I can use them again. Some people, when they pay off their debt, they think about paying their Victoria's Secret credit card. You know, they think about paying store credit cards where all you can do is use them at the store. If you have it like that, you got extra money, you can pay those off, then go ahead and do it. But pay off like your Visa, your MasterCards, and prioritize the ones that will give you rewards. And don't make this mistake. When I paid down, I don't like that they did this. Synchrony Bank is big on this. When I paid down my Walgreens credit card, so I use my Walgreens credit card for couponing. I think I put some stuff on there because I tried to get it where they can give me an increase, but I paid it off. So I maxed it out and then I paid it off. They actually decreased my limit, which is crazy because I have another card with them and they increased that. They gave me an extra $5,400, but they decreased my Walgreens limit, which is crazy. But when you guys are paying off these credit cards, if I were you, I would pay part of it this month and then part of it the next month. Don't just give it to them all at one time, because you got a great chance of them thinking, oh, this is all the money I'm gonna get from her. She had this balance just sitting like this, just paying a minimum for a whole year. Let me go ahead and drop her limit. You don't want them to do that, okay? And some of these companies will actually do that. So please just pay half now. I'm outside, y'all, and it's like a bug. I hope I don't get stuck. But pay half now and pay half later, like the next month, okay? And that's my thing on paying off credit cards. And then last but not least, some people like to settle certain debts. I told you guys to start repairing your credit. Put some money to the side. If you think about paying off a certain collection, try to see. Let me say this too. I would try to see if I can get it deleted first. It was one point in time where I had at least $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 in debt. I never got sued by any of these companies. This is in the past. This is how I learned how to repair credit. Like, I never got sued by any of these companies. I got it deleted from my credit. I didn't have to think about it. So usually people see that, they think about paying it. I didn't think about paying it. I learned about deleting stuff and I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So I definitely would tell people to try to get that stuff deleted. Put some money to the side if you think that you want to go ahead and settle those debts later on. But I didn't get sued by the companies. Like, I didn't. And it was only 2 companies I ever like really settled in my life, other than like my lawsuit. But that wasn't like that type of settlement. So I guess we can kind of figure that into it. That was like really in my favor. I would literally be just suing companies now rather than thinking about paying them. Like, forget, like, deleting things is one, like doing disputes, you have to go that route. But like, I'll be just suing them if I know. Like, if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't be playing no games. I'd just be straight suing them if they mess around with me. But I settled when I first, like before I even knew anything about credit. All I knew was I need to get my credit together. I need to get a secure credit card. This was like over 10 years ago. This is a long time ago. I settled a $700 account. I don't even know if it was the original credit or collection company because I didn't know anything at that time. So I settled that, and then I settled portfolio recovery because I found out that if I pay them, if I settle with them, I think I pay like 50 or 60% of whatever I owe. And then they had that thing deleted in less than a month because some companies do like a pay for deletion. Once you pay it, they'll delete it. So think about that. Now, before you think about settling these companies, let me say this too. This is what made me say I want to settle it. When I applied for certain credit cards or certain loans, they said that they did not like the collection on my credit report. They didn't say anything else. They said the collection. And that was the thing that was like bothering me. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and pay that off. Let me settle it. I think it was like $600 or something like that. Once I settled that, like, everything like started changing for me. So if you find that you're still stuck getting these secure credit cards, you can't get regular credit cards, then it's probably because you got certain debt on your credit report that you honestly need to get removed. Like, that's just being honest. Now let me go through this list because that's really everything. When you get your money, your tax refund, and for those clients that told me that they got their refund today and they like what to do based off my credit, This is the order I want you to think about. And if some of this don't apply, then you go to the next one. Okay, and you can kind of do a lot of this stuff in one day, over a week, over the weekend, but just get it done as soon as possible, because that money is going to burn a hole in your pocket. You're going to be wanting to spend it, and you can spend it, but you're going to be back in that same situation that you was in before. So the first thing is, I want you to bring all your major bills current, like those people that's behind on their mortgage, that's behind on their rent, whatever bills that you're behind on, bring those current right now, because that's where you're gonna be living at, that's where you're staying at, then your head. So do that first. Then bring your credit cards current. If you have any credit cards that you're behind on, bring those current. Now, one thing I didn't say, and I want to really say it in the list, but one thing I didn't say about bring your bills current, if it's already charged off, like, I mean, credit cards you can still swipe. Okay, if it's already charged off, just it's gone. Like, it's gone. Don't even think about that. But bring your credit cards current. After that, I want you guys to make sure you have at least 4 credit cards. These can be just 4 credit cards that's reporting. They can be secure credit cards, that's fine. The having at least 4 credit cards, if you don't have that already, that's what's gonna really push you ahead for the future, because a lot of people, they're building credit and they only got 1 or 2 credit cards, but getting those, the 3rd and 4th credit cards, that's going to help set you up for your future. So definitely do that. After you have your at least 4 credit cards, start repairing your credit. Start getting them negative accounts deleted, whatever's on there. If you got the late payments, because you just bringing that current, start working to remove the late payment, the bankruptcies, charge off, whatever you got on your credit, start working on that as soon as possible. And also make sure you put some money to the side for emergencies. I told you guys about the Dave Ramsey. You can do that. He said at least have $1,000 to the side minimum. I would suggest that you all put that money to the side for your emergencies. Next, I want you to pay off any of your credit cards. So if you guys have any credit cards right now where they're Visa or MasterCard, or to get Visa or MasterCard, pay those off first, and then prioritize ones that give you back rewards. Like, my Apple, I'm gonna get my 2% back, so I'm gonna prioritize something like that. I use my American Express a lot for traveling, so I'll prioritize that. I get special rewards from like my cashback from my Discover, so I'll prioritize those. So those are the credit cards that you want to prioritize paying off. Do not prioritize any store cards. That's really the biggest thing. People pay off store cards and not their Visa credit cards. Because if you ever get in a bind, you ever need to use them God forbid that you need to use them right now. I really don't want y'all to use them again unless you're using them for bills that you're going to pay back off and you pay the statement balance by due date. Other than that, I really don't want you to use your credit cards again. I want you to just just let them stay right there, and only use them for like bills, like your internet bill, your phone bill, like your cable bill, like actual bills. Get it, gas stuff that you're gonna use your debit card for because your credit card is maxed out. A lot of people know what I mean when I say that. But if you pay off like a Victoria's Secret, you pay off your Children's Place credit card, like, all you can do is go and spend it at Victoria's Secret or Children's Place, unless it's like the MasterCard, okay? Then you can think about possibly paying that one off. But then, pay off those credit cards. And then last but not least, settle those debts. So if you got certain debts that you need to settle, please go ahead and start settling those different debts. But using this thing right here, doing this, I know that if you do this correctly, if you are in the 400s, 500s, or even 600s in a year, maybe even less than that, depending on where you at, you can be in the 700s. You can get the credit cards you want. You can get the loans that you want. You just have to be diligent, and you have to pay back the debts that's reporting onto your credit reports that's stopping you from actually getting that score. And I remember when I used to get a tax refund, I didn't want to pay certain things off, but I had to start thinking about, like, what else am I going to spend the money on? Like, what else are you going to do? Like, you're going to go on a trip? Like, what else you going to do? And then how is that going to benefit you for your future? Because you're going to be traveling with bad debt. Like, you're going to be traveling and don't even have no good credit. Like, so I just say, just do everything that y'all do now. Push through. And if y'all have some extra money after y'all do these major things, then you could think about what else you want to spend it on. But I will be thinking about what other moves that you can be making to like lower your debt. That's what I would be thinking about. Like, you had any extra money after this, what other things you can do to actually lower your debt in general? How can you lower some of your monthly bills? And I did a video about that recently. I think I'm gonna do more videos, like a longer form just like this, about how I lower my bills. I lower like $600 a month, and I was very happy about that. The kids wasn't that happy because I cut Netflix, but I'm like, we get Amazon for free, like like y'all don't need Amazon. I mean, y'all don't need Netflix. We get Amazon for free. But I cut certain things, and $600 a month is a lot of money. You could do a lot of stuff with that, especially on my other channel where I'm doing like my weight loss journey right now. I want to start doing traveling videos. For that much money, that you can travel somewhere for a few days by yourself and have fun. Get you a flight, rental car, room for that much. Like, you know what I mean? If you know how to find certain things, you can even do like certain excursions. So like, that's a lot of money. So just cut those certain things out that you really don't need. A lot of stuff that they just charge you that you haven't even thought about. Those would be major. Let me see. This Titanic thing. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm not. I love the Titanic movie, but I know a lot. Let me say something in general. I know a lot of people say people worry too much about credit, but credit really changed my life. Like, you have to understand that people can't rent a house in certain areas without having their credit a certain way. Um, you could rent a car, but you have to put deposits down. You had to go through extra. You can just use your credit card and call it a day. And then too, when you want to buy a house, you have to use credit, or you can go another route without using credit at all. But it honestly is going to be easier if you just have a good credit score. Like, I would rather have a good credit score than to not have a good credit score. Like, seriously, if you ever have any financial issues, you don't have any money saved, you can always get credit to help you out to get over a bridge. When you're investing, you gotta say if you start a company, you can personally guarantee some credit cards, to start your business, or you can personally guarantee a loan because you got good credit. Like, a lot of people try to downplay credit, but honestly, like, y'all gonna find out we're going like completely digital. Like, what are y'all gonna do? And I don't want to go into a rant about this too much, but we're going to the point where our information is going to be on the blockchain. Like, the blockchain is TransUnion already doing it. And I think it's called like Skylabs or something like that. I forgot exactly what it's called, but they're doing the thing right now. You know how I'm telling y'all, ooh, get accounts deleted. They're doing a thing where everything that's on there is permanent. Ain't no deleting nothing. Right now we got an advantage. You was late on your Capital One, it charged off, you can get that stuff deleted. But they're getting to the point where you can't get it deleted. It's stuck there. It's in stone. Like, y'all need to really look into like cryptocurrency, look into the blockchain. Like, once stuff is there, it's there. Like, it's law. Like, so we really need to make sure that we think about this for our future. And for those people that saying, oh, you can pass away next month, all this ain't gonna matter. You don't even know like when you gonna pass away. Honestly, we don't even know when we gonna pass away, but I'd rather have everything in order than to not have it in order, because those be the people that's in the future that's messed up. Like, man, I should have just did it. Because I remember being like that with a lot of things too. Like, with me going to school right now to I'm working my way up to law school. I wish I would have just did a lot of stuff when I was younger, but I would rather have everything in order than to not have it in order. So y'all follow these steps if y'all want to follow these steps. This is honestly what I did before when I wanted to get myself ahead. And I remember too, another thing too, this is another thing that changed my life. I remember when I got my tax refund, I found the condo that was on sale for like $13,000. I paid $8,700 for that condo. Me and my kids stayed in that condo for 5 years. I didn't have no rent. I didn't have no mortgage. I was chilling. That was an investment. I really didn't want to put my tax money down and do that. This was years ago. I really did not want to do that. But it was a great investment. People don't think about stuff like that. So if you're in a situation right now where your credit is not the best, you probably don't have opportunities to do like what I did, where I bought literally a condo. And I got it fixed with like the weatherization program. So I got a brand new hot water tank, brand new furnace. They gave me a new refrigerator and all of that stuff, y'all. If y'all don't want to push yourself forward, then y'all just like to be where y'all at, honestly. If y'all don't have the same opportunities, at least get your credit together. So if you want to get you a mortgage, you could get you a mortgage, okay? Or you can get your credit together, because even though I bought the house in cash, I had to use credit cards to help fix it up, to buy like the flooring, because I had to fix it. But the house wasn't that bad, so I was able to move into the house and then fix it while I was in the house. So at least I stopped my payments, because at the time I was paying like $940 in rent, separated from my husband. And at the time I had 2 kids. I had a 4-month-old. Like, I had to figure it out, and I could have literally just took that money, stayed in that house paying $940, just chilling like everybody else usually do, like my family do. Tax time come, you just blow that money, you go shopping, you do a whole bunch of bull crap, get you some brand new furniture, get you a new car note, because you ain't gonna buy, a lot of people don't buy cars in cash. You're gonna get you a nice little car note and just be normal, I guess. Just be sitting there normal. But I literally put that money, and that was like almost all of my tax money too. I put that money down on a condo, and it was a great investment. And you gotta think about it, that condo, even though I paid $8,700 for it, 3-bedroom, 1.5 baths, really nice condo. Everybody else over there paid like $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 for their condo, and they was still paying a mortgage. So once you pay for a house in cash, y'all don't have mortgage, I don't have rent. I did have association fees, like $200 a month, but you gotta think about that, include the water bill too, and we had a pool and things like that. So when I'm telling y'all to really push yourself ahead, or just do what y'all have to do, like I'm talking to y'all, I'm speaking to y'all from experience, like seriously. Just do whatever y'all gotta do to push yourself ahead. If y'all have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm finna go get my little man right now from daycare, but just follow these steps, and I'll see y'all later. That's all I have to say. I'll see you all later. Hopefully you guys really put yourself in a better situation, honestly, especially for those single moms that really ain't got no options right now, or anybody that's just been struggling and now they finally came into some money. Do whatever you got to do to like push yourself ahead. Don't just push yourself back or stay stagnant, like coasting. And for the people that want to learn more too about how I help with my mindset, somebody I know told me to listen to something on YouTube called Outwitting the Devil. So definitely listen to that. It show how you can be coasting, like how you could just be chilling, not doing nothing. You're not going up, you're just coasting. But technically, if you're coasting, you're like declining. So please put yourself in a better situation. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.